Guess it's time for us to check out on our next guest, who is a movie producer. She is also an actress, a very brilliant film script writer. Hawanatu Koroma is her name. Let's find out about her exploit in the seventh art. And at exactly 18 minutes to 11 here in the studio of Apex One Radio, which should be same time in Maryland. Our next guest now joins us on the show, Hawanatu Koroma. How are you today? Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me. And first of all, I want to say thank God for this opportunity and thank you.
So, how are you today, and how is Maryland this morning, Hawanatu?
Maryland, I think it's a little foggy, but the sun will come out little later on.
Sure. Right. So, like I mentioned earlier on, you are a film producer. You are also an actress. I've had the opportunity to watch your works, and I also discovered that you are also a script writer. So, all of this put in one, it's so wonderful. It's a huge package. 6 weeks ago, you released Double Cross. Tell us about this film. Is it a short film or is a feature film?
Well, it was a short film, but the fact that it came out and it came out so wonderfully, and I had so much great feedback from people having phone calls, they're chatting under the film and under the YouTube channel, talking about the film, how they love it, but the thing is it's too short, they need more. So
Okay. Too short as to how long? What is the length
it's
of the film?
25 minutes long.
5 minutes long. 25.
Yes.
25 minutes long. All right.
Yes.
That's interesting. Great. So when was this film shot and on what locations?
It was actually shot here in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
around Maryland, Gettysburg and Walkville.
Okay. And
Yes.
that should have been late last year or early this year?
No, that was what, like, when was that? After the pandemic, after things got a little bit settled down,
Mhm.
like 3 or 4 months ago when we
Okay.
shoot it. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Right. So tell us about your experience shooting a film. By the way, is this your very first film you're producing?
Yeah, this is my very first movie I myself produced, yes.
Okay. That's interesting. But you started off as an actress, I guess.
Yes, I started as an actress. I mean, I have done so many movies for people, and I also do music video,
Okay.
so many for people. But the reason why I started my own production is because, I have people who have been looking at, see that I do movies and do a lot of work, and people come up to me like, oh, Natu, we have not seen your movie. You say
Mhm.
you're doing movies we have not seen. So that kind of hurt me a little bit because I see a lot of people are very interested in me and seeing what I'm doing. They love what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So by having this short film, and it was just, my mind just blown. I was like, oh my God,
Right.
God, thank you. Because I was impressed, and
Mhm.
people loved it.
Wow.
They want more from me. They want more.
Mhm.
They want to see me more out there.
Hmm.
So yeah.
That's interesting. So you wrote this story as well. Tell us what inspired you to write it.
So this movie inspired me by the guy that I'm working right now with. He's actually from Cameroon as well.
Mhm.
His name is Dexter Brains.
Mhm.
So one of my friend, Cool J, who's also an artist in Sierra Leone, he's a musician. He reached out to me and said, I have my friend who's shooting a movie and he needs someone. Are you interested? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So he gave me my number. To cut short start, he contacted me and he said to me, do you have a army combat pants? I said yes. Do you have an army combat boots and shirt? I said yes. He
Mhm.
said okay, bring that along with you. So the following day, I went to his house, and he has a basement. First of all, when I went to his basement, my mind blown because the way this guy set up
Yep.
his equipment, I never seen it before like that. So we got there, and then he said, okay, go ahead and change. I went ahead and changed, and then he said, okay, now I want you to read the script. When you read the script, let me know. So I read the script. The script was, got in my mind. And then he set up everything, the green screen. And then he said, okay, sit down and say this line, but say it like you mean it. I said, okay. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, okay, we are practicing to see before we're ready to shoot. So I said it, we take 1 or 2 shots. I said, okay, we done? He said, yes. I said, okay, when are we going to shoot? He said, we just did. I said, huh? He said, yeah. So he played right in front of me. He set up everything in the computer, and then he played. It came out perfectly. So this movie that I did with him, it was dynamic range. So it came out, I got what, 2000 what? 2016,
Mhm.
2016 to 17. And it was premiered here in Maryland, and it was successful. I mean, the
Wow.
movie was amazing. So that movie, because I have done so much movies, but the movies that I have done, they're like love movies and, sad movies and all that type of stuff. So this particular movie bring me out of my character.
Mhm.
He gave me the opportunity for me to he bring me out of that. So that particular role that he gave me, Rebecca, who is a retired army soldier, inspired me for me to write this script that I wrote,
Mhm.
Double Cross, and I named myself again Rebecca. And I did told him, Dexter Brain, I did told him that that movie inspired me for me to continue, for me to write this script that I write.
Hmm.
So he just busted laughing, and he was honored by that. Yeah.
Hawanatu Koroma is a young film producer and actress based in Maryland, hailing from Sierra Leone, and of course, her short film, 25 minutes long, Double Cross, is out there. You can watch it. Until she's live on African Fiesta, the edition of April the 10th, 2021. It's exactly 11 minutes to 11 here in the studio of Apex One Radio. So, talk more about this film. Could you just present the cast? Who are the actors you have in this film, and how did you get them? Hawanatu.
So I have Stefan Jufak. He's also from Cameroon, and
Mm-hmm.
that's my fiance.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Dexter Brins, who is the director, and I have Nicole Ken,
Mm-hmm.
and I have Jesse. I have Joseph Solo, Will Hogg. There's so many cast members. That's the first film.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the people that, the one right now we just did. So
Mm-hmm.
those are the people. And the way I got them, some of them I worked with them before with Dexter Brains.
Right.
So we all connect. So when I decided to do this project, I talked to Stefan Jufak,
Mm-hmm.
and I talked to Dexter Brains, and I talked to uh, uh, sorry, I talked to Nico Ken.
Okay.
So when I talked to these three people, they were like, we're here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you need, just call us. We're here to help you. So I was, I had the support. And for me to get support from those people, it really pushes me for me to able to do what I have done and going to continue to do.
Right. So, Double Cross is out there, like I said. You can watch it, make your comments, share as well. You happen to be the writer of that film. What is it all about?
Well, Double Cross is about a drug dealer. It left a message
Mm-hmm.
behind. Um, a lot of people feel like women cannot do things. Women are not strong enough to do certain things. Especially, I have been to a lot of addition, and they choose other people because of maybe colors or because of other
Gender.
things. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
really get into that. But, you know, when I had the opportunity to do this, I just want to, because when this pandemic started,
Mm-hmm.
I did 2 movies with Dexter Brains. and the other movie was District 14. District 14 was also shoot here in Maryland. I mean, not in Greenbelt. That's where it was shoot. I did so well. You know, when I saw it, I was so inspired. I was really like, wow, I can't believe this is me. But then he even set up the whole premiere and everything. The date was out, and then the pandemic happened. So when that happened, it hit me really bad because I really want people to see that movie. And that movie have a great story to it. So when that pandemic hit, it just hits me like, Natu, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. So I decided to just start writing scripts. Even way back, my pastor used to tell me, I see you writing. You're writing. You're not writing anything. You're writing scripts. His name is Dr. Art Mansare. So he saw me writing, and this particular script, it's it has so much to it because right now we are ready to shoot again. So we're shooting now, not just that, because before I was thinking to shoot 25 minutes of that film and then do another, just do a different type of character, play different type of character. But people love this film so much, so we decided to write a full script of it. So
Wow.
I have the script right here. It's ready,
Hmm.
and it's good to go. And this
Right.
one is right by me. So I am just, I don't even know what to say. I am just,
The actress is quite emotional, so she already gave us a foretaste of Double Cross. The rest of that story will be told in the next production, which she and her team are set to do. Okay, so that will be in the next couple of months. Well, we'll be duly informed, and when that happens, we'll be back on this platform to tell you about it. This is African Fiesta. We are broadcasting live from the United States of America. It's the edition of the 10th of April 2021. So tell us quickly, how long have you been in the film industry and how did you get there? What was your inspiration? Let's see. Tell us about some of the African actors you have worked with so far.
the ones that have worked with so far, wow. Dexter Brains, Cool J. Oh, I cannot think. Princess. She's from Sierra Leone. Whitney, also from Sierra Leone. Oh,
A good number of them, of course.
yes.
Right. So, thank you so much for joining us on the show, Hawanatu. Like I said, we'll be bringing you on this platform frequently because you have just much, to show the world. So, before we go away, could you just drop your contacts?
You can follow me on Instagram, which is natural_salon titi. And then also you can follow me on Facebook, which is Hawanatu Koroma, my full name. And then you can go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page, which is Natu TV, and you can watch all my my film and everything that I'm going to be doing. So you can follow me on Instagram, which is natural salon titi _.
Okay. The message has definitely gone across. Thank you so much for joining us. Congrats on the great job you are doing. Yours is a noble profession. Every African in the diaspora who is doing something that puts the image of the continent on the world map is, must be respected. So yours, like I said, is a noble mission. Thank you so much, Hawanatu. Do have a fantastic rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Right, and so that is how we are calling it off, calling it quit with our current guests. Still to come, we speak with Mbole Ekane and Angela M, blogger and musician, respectively. For now, listen to this piece of music.